Okay. Hello. Morning. Hi. If you're new here, welcome. If you have been watching for quite a while, welcome back. So, this is Isaac, and I'm the founder of MetaWatchies. What we're doing right now is going through the list of projects that are dropping today, and we are just taking a quick look at these projects and giving our feedback and criticism, constructive criticism, and just our thoughts and opinions of these projects. Um, this this session is not to attack or to promote any of these projects. What we are doing is actually scouting. We are looking at what are the latest trends and what kind of best practices we can put in place for MetaWatchies ourselves. So it's kind of like a research session, and we do this privately at the start, but I just thought that why not put it online so that everyone can benefit and take a look at it, right? And this way we provide value to the community, and more of you guys can join us and discover us. What we do usually is we go through the list on how rare it is, and we look at their websites, their white papers, and also their roadmap to see if their tokenomics make sense or if there's anything that really pops up to us. Right, so let's just see the first one. EmeraldKidz. Oh, this is quite a nice site. You see, this guy is floating. I was wondering if this little astronaut or alien, I'm not too sure, would follow us down the journey. So the ones we know, EmeraldKidz is an original high quality collection of 5,005 NFTs on the Solana blockchain, right? Okay, let's see what's their vision. Right. It sounds a lot of Gen Z lingo put inside. I'm not too sure if it's a bunch of millennials trying to speak Gen Z, or are they really Gen Zs? But their vision is it's a very warm vision, right? Very welcoming vision. They want to build a community lah, so to speak. And yeah, I like the colors on their website. It's very bright, and the font is quite unique. It doesn't scream professional, like professionalism. It just shows they're friendly, and I think that's the vibe that they're going for. So kudos to them for that. Let's take a look at their roadmap. Oh, I see a token, right? The Solana token. I'm not too sure if they're staking. There is. Right, if you're not sure what we usually refer to as the cookie cutter roadmap. So first you have the roadmap is usually like that. Phase 1, they talk about building the community. Phase 2, minting. Phase 3, DAO. Phase 4, staking. Phase 5, using the staking to get merchandise or something like that. So that's the cookie cutter roadmap. So let's just see how many of them. Oh, and then also evolution of the NFTs. Let's just see how many of these cookie cutter roadmap they get. Mint engagement triangle, non-stop. Chance to join the dev team. Power. They didn't say DAO, but it's a little bit like that, right? I'm not sure. Just look for the word voting. Is there any vote? Yeah, with the DAO. Alright, I could just search for vote. You know what? Let's just search DAO. Okay, there's DAO. Stake. There's staking. merchandise. No merchandise, so they didn't get that. Let's just see. Elections, wow. I think. Alright, so I think they really are focusing on building this community and a very like hierarchy. Well, I can't pronounce it. Like building a strong hierarchy, right? Because there's all of these elections and DAO fund service boards. Yeah. Now, all of this is like these are all check boxes, but you don't know when are they going to be checked off. What I like to see in a project with a roadmap or white paper is some targeted dates and better to allow us to better estimate how valuable or how quick the project would deliver their whatever they're promising, because all of this can be done. They're just listing it, but they didn't set a timeline. So that's it could be done in a month's time. Everything takes a week or something, or it could be done in a year's time. This matters a lot. So you don't have to like hit the target all the time, but at least have a sense of, allow us the investors to have a sense of what do you call it, what the pace of the project is gonna be like. Alright, so there's this. Yeah, so not doxed. Roadmap, not exactly well thought out. There's staking and tokenomics involved, but there is no white paper for us to evaluate how sound their tokenomics is. So there's not much. Hey, let's see this Emerald shop, right? So there's nothing that we can go. So it seems like a work in progress, and for me, I don't like the mint and join us on this journey as we build kind of phase. I prefer that a team that has already done the groundwork and they just need the mint to validate their idea. So in this case, don't you think that if, let's say, you want to build this community, you could just build it without Web3, without NFTs involved, right? I mean, yeah, in some cases you would see that people are making their projects an NFT project just because they want the money from the mint. But some of the things that they provide, they don't necessarily need an NFT to do this. I think a normal Discord group would suffice. But of course, everyone wants to make money, right? So we can't fault them for this. But since money is involved, you kind of have to up your game. That's how I feel it. That's how I feel about NFT projects in general. So the website overall pretty well done. You get a sense of what they're trying to push for. However, the information that they are providing is just not sufficient for us to evaluate how good or how good the potential of this project might be. So I have to reserve my comments for this because there's not much to say about it, not much to evaluate. All of these are cookie cutter. You see this in every single project, so they're not very different. Alright, let's just see the next one. Okay, I don't know if it's called Xronins or Xronins, but I assume it's Xronins, right? Yeah, so okay, look, great. They have a manga panel. I don't know what's an oath. Sounds really serious. And then they have a white paper. All of this looks cool. This guy looks totally like the protagonist in in your manga or anime, uh, ooh, wait. I just realized there are like sakura petals flowing down. That's really, really cool. So let's just start. Home. Okay, home. Alright. Cool. Okay. I like when the lore is very thick, where you get to immerse yourself if you are really interested to just find out like what's happening. So they created this character, I assume. Okay, so Xeno means foreign and Ronins, right? So I guess this guy is Shuri, is it? And then this like his backstory, right? So and this is cool because it's a wall of text, so people might not read it. So they're just highlighting the very important points in the last three paragraphs. They are collection size of 5,555 on a Solana blockchain, and this is their vision. So if you are very interested, you can just dive right in without reading, because all of this technically it's fiction, right? This, and if you're interested in the lore and story, you read it. But if you're interested in the project and what it does, like for us right now, we just want to read this. So just a quick one. They do manga drops, so that's their own IP. That's great. Community input. So I assume that the community has a say in like what happens in the story. Metaverse integration. This term is thrown around a lot because how metaverse took the world by storm, right? At the end of the year last year, but nothing has really come out of it. Most metaverses are not as interoperable as you would like, so they are all private metaverses, meaning it doesn't really fit the notion of Web3 decentralized and everything. It's still very, very centralized, and I think it takes a little bit of time before the market matures and technology is able to support this mass adoption and the word I'm looking for is like interoperable, which means it exists in most places. I mean, it can exist in everywhere, right? Sorry, just to clarify, I mean like your digital asset can be transferred from one place to another seamlessly. Yeah. Okay, next is... Okay, so much more will be revealed through a roadmap activation. Ownership allows a new era of anime and manga the world has yet to explore. Okay, that's cool. Slashing between barriers. Okay, this is about their team and why they are so passionate about it. Vision is to build an anime manga brand for the Web3 and Metaverse, owned by the community. It's a very, very interesting approach. I mean, this is pop culture, right? Anime and manga, and the fans there are really, really deep rooted. However, the thing I kind of I'm not sure if you guys watch Trash Taste. They kind of clown on NFTs a lot, so, and they are quite influential in the anime and manga community. So I'm not sure if it would sway the opinions. If you want to use like influencer marketing and getting people in the anime scene and manga scene to get involved in your project, it's gonna be a little bit hard because of how big this Trash Taste is, and manage to convince them. I think that's gonna be a great thing. Right. Something I realize is they don't have this is bold and this is not. I mean, this is bolded and this is not bolded. So probably could have done something about this. Okay, they have the Tokyo Gold kind of facade thing. Okay, let's just see roadmap. Oh, shit, this is nice. Okay. It's nice that they put it this way, but it's a little bit hard to follow, right? Luckily they gave the numbers, but let's just go and click and see what happens. Right, they have the go live, Discord gates. Right, okay. Journey begins. Okay, it's about the 200 layers. 200 layers and 200 traits are different, right? Because in NFTs, like, maybe you have 5 layers, but each layer has X number of traits. So you have 5 times X number of traits. But if they're saying there are 200 layers, do you mean one NFT has 200 layers? Oh, I don't know if that's what they meant. I think they just meant traits. But if there are 200 traits for a 5,000 collection, it's more than enough to have each NFT looking unique. So not much it's not a problem there. And then right, what's this liquidity pool for? I think it's normal stuff, exclusive access. Okay, so if you buy the NFT, you get exclusive access to their manga. So do you think that they are using the 5,555 characters in their manga? That could be a cool idea, right? But 5,000 is a little bit too many characters to have each one of them feel unique from one another. Maybe the legendary ones will be like the main characters, and all the common ones are like town folks in their town and stuff. Right, so all of this in the works. Beyond. Right, I hope that the... Okay, for the roadmap, same thing. There's no timestamps, so it's a little bit hard to know when to expect certain things. And in the case of like manga and paneling mangas, right, I know that it takes a little bit of time. Like the manga artists in Japan, in order to have weekly mangas updated, I think a huge team is involved, and they get very little downtime, meaning to say that they probably are drawing 18 hours a day for 7 days a week. However, I saw that their team seems like, yeah, so these guys these are all like side projects. This is like a side project for them, I think. See, this guy is doing all of this on the side. This guy is a biomedical scientist by profession, and yeah, from, to, and for the community is always the motto. Right, so all of this seems very it's like a side project, so I'm not too sure how well can they have maintain the upkeep of manga releases. Okay, let's see the oath. Cool. Okay. A bit edgy, but I think it's great, right? Like, cause you want fans, you want like hardcore fans to do all of this for you. This is like it's like a pledge, right? An edgy pledge. What's the price of this? Right, so it's 1.2, 1.5, 1.5. They might want to... Okay, so listing your price on your website in terms of Solana is a little bit risky, don't you think? Because Solana price has been fluctuating quite a bit. I think it's like $40 now, right? Or $30. Let's see. Just a quick look. Like it's like yeah, it's like $40. So compared to like the hundred bucks that it was like hovering along for quite a while back, I think. Yeah, in the early of this year, it was hovering about $100 per Solana, and I just don't think that. Okay, what I'm trying to drive at is maybe don't put Solana as the price. Maybe you put like $100 equivalent of Solana. So you just put $100 bracket or Solana in equivalence of $100 or something like that. And how many Xronins can I mean? 3 per wallet. Okay, right. Okay, let's just see their white paper. Nice. Okay. Right, okay, let's just. So that's the roadmap. I think everything that they have shown in the website is just consolidated here. Nothing extra. Seems like, yeah, meet the team. Okay, so you get more information about the founders here if you would like. Yeah, they seem like quite experienced people, especially yeah, they seem like experienced, intelligent people, and uh if they are not the ones drawing the manga, I think it could work because they just have to spearhead the direction of the project, right? But yeah, overall, the white paper doesn't really say much. It says I mean, it doesn't say much more than the website. Right, let's just see. So they have a concept of this. That's pretty nice. I wonder if they did this. I wonder if they did this themselves. Alright, so this is pretty cool. I like the concept of putting a Web3 manga space. I think I don't know if they're the first to do it, but I know that if they could convince people, then it would be huge. Yeah. Okay, the next one, Street Chickz. This is actually the last one because Suteki has no website and the Champions website is not ready yet. So this is our last website. Right, it's a pixel art, very simple, 500 only. They have a white paper. They're just showing us the white paper right away. That's great. It's a PDF one. Do you think it's gonna be a cookie cutter roadmap? Let's see. White paper introduction, team. Okay, global motivation. Why did we start this project? Okay, so all of this probably said that they probably should have a sentence. We wanted to start an NFT project, but we didn't know what theme to have. Then afterwards, they went around and try to find ideas to fish off. While we were fishing, we thought of a name for the project. We came across some ducks and were trying to steal our bread. That was the moment they decided to name the project Street Ducks. We loved it. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so they have plans to build a sandbox metaverse. That's interesting. They have dark tokens. Right. The Solana smart contract is called Duck. The token we created is made with Rust. Tokens like Duck are called Soul tokens in our case, and we are using it for utility. Okay. Technically, I don't think this sentence is quite right. Solana smart contract is called Duck. Yeah, but I get what they're saying. They're saying like they will have a initial liquidity of 10,000, and this will be used for all of this. Okay. So there's breeding, there's royalties. Royalties. Okay, let's see. So 10% of the royalty would go back to the team members. I think that's very little, don't you think? They're not paying themselves quite at all. Because 10% of, let's say you put like 7%, you get 0.7 of the NFT of the sale. Right. Okay, so this roadmap, right? At least they put like each quarter what they are going to release, and that's great, rather than putting it as phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Okay, so every quarter they are launching something. Right, so when I saw this launching female ducks, right, I just remember a friend that told me that projects with two genders generally don't tend to do so well, but they are having like 2 different projects and each specializing in every gender. I think that's a good way of doing it. So great job. Sandbox World. Yeah, I wish that they have some prototype and they could show some pictures. What I realized is this documentation has very, very little pictures for us to engage us in. It's just a wall of text. Yeah, so adding pictures, adding graphs, infographics would be great. This roadmap you could do like a nice pixel roadmap, and yeah, I think this is just nitpicking, but they did explain quite well like what they are trying to do at each point in time. Right. And what I said earlier about, I think here, right? No, sorry. I think this. I said that they should have said that about the NFT thing. I was wrong. I realized that they did have some legit story behind it. So yeah, never judge the book by its cover. Okay. I think, okay, because this is a pixel art, right? So everything are like in pixels, and pixels are very the edges are all very straight, like squares, right? That's why all their buttons and everything, it's very squarish. The design of the website is very squarish. Yeah, but it just doesn't look too good when your buttons are like not rounded at the corners. That's what I think, at least. Okay, let's see. Oh, then also look at this. I know this is not intentional, but the stars, and they kind of block the F, right? Which made it look like it's a P. So maybe what they could do is put the star elsewhere. Yeah, just nitpicking. Right. So we saw 3 projects today. Something I usually do, and it's not. I have to put a disclaimer and say that this is not financial advice, and you shouldn't even listen to what you shouldn't follow what I'm saying. I'm not advising you to do anything or not to do anything, but usually what I do is put myself in a hypothetical scenario where I could only mint one of this project, assuming that I have the whitelist for it, and they are not fully minted and stuff like that. So if I had to mint one project, I think it would be the Xronins. Personally, I am huge. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I'm not huge in the culture, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of Japanese culture, manga, anime. Yeah, I do enjoy reading and watching anime and manga. So this is something which aligns with my personal interest. As a project, right? I think Xronins stood out to me as well because everything else had the same cookie cutter roadmap. Xronins offer value that is not easily replicated, and if they can execute well, then they have something valuable there, because they're creating their own IP, and their IP is like being used in media form. But Street Chickz and I thought it was Ducks. Why is it Chickz here? Wait, let me see. Yeah, so there's Street Ducks and Street Chickz, right? So I think something must have happened. Right, so over here is Street Chickz as well, then Ducks. Sassy, right? Yeah, so I think my vote would, I mean, my purchase would be on Xronins. Don't know about you guys. If you have any opinions or anything, just leave them in the comments and I'll definitely read it. Actually, I've seen like some of the videos with comments, right? But when I get to the video and I mean, I see the comments in the this YouTube creator app or something like that. I saw that there are comments, but I don't see the comments. I'm not sure why. So if any of you know, just please enlighten me. Other than that, this has been Isaac, and it's been really fun. It's it's a short one today. Tomorrow is gonna be a long one. So we are in for a treat. If you enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment so that I know that you're watching. Other than that, please have a good day today. Just let me check. Yeah, please have a good day today and come back tomorrow. I'll be here every single day talking about NFT projects that are launching on that day. See ya. Bye.